I am back with another video answering your questions about Finland. So these questions come from Feda, Keegan, and Daniel and all relate to language. So the biggest concern is, can I speak Finnish? And the answer is no. I know some Finnish and certainly can greet people and respond to people and say please and thank you, those kind of things. But in general, I have very little Finnish. I've been doing my Duolingo and I've taken a couple sort of survival Finnish courses, but it's a really challenging language to learn. It is getting a bit easier. I would say when I am listening to someone, it's getting easier to understand, and reading as well is getting easier, but speaking, it's challenging to come up with the words. So the good thing is that pretty much everyone here speaks English way better than I could ever pretend to speak Finnish. So I've been able to get by just fine with my minimal Finnish and their very good English. And, you know, when in doubt, gestures go a long way, like food, you know, whatever you need to do. Most people are really kind and helpful when you are a lost foreigner. But one thing I thought you might like to know that I find very interesting is that Finland actually has two national languages, and English is not one of them. So they are Finnish and Swedish. So for many centuries, Finland was part of Sweden, and there are many Swedish-speaking Finns that live in Finland, and it is technically their second national language. So what that means is that everywhere you go, everything that's written is is both in Finnish and Swedish. Usually not in English, which is a bit challenging, especially when we first got here. And the most challenging thing actually was food. So I'm going to show you a few things and hopefully you find it interesting. So like I said, when you go to the grocery store, everything that you see, all the food, is generally in Finnish and Swedish. And so unless you read Finnish and Swedish, it can be kind of tricky. We did end up going wrong a few times. Like we realized that this is actually whole milk, fatty milk, I think is what it actually translates to. It took us a while. I think the first few times Clara bought lactose-free milk, so that's kind of interesting. You rarely see anything in English, like I said, though this is probably easy to figure out. Amerikanlainen is American pickles here. So not really sure what makes them American. They're kind of sweet pickles, but you know. Sometimes you see things in English if it is an English or American brand. So the actual title is in English. And I don't know some of this stuff here, but if you turn it over and look at the ingredients, let's see, can we get it to focus? That's in Swedish, Danish, and Norwegian, and that's in Finnish. So none of this is in English, so hopefully you don't need to read the directions. Now this is one thing I found really, really funny. So this is a frozen pizza. So here we've got lots of languages actually posted, but if you look at all these flags, you don't see one American or British flag. Typically, if you see English here, it's shown as British. I mean, we have everything. We have Switzerland, we have Germany, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Spain. We've got Portugal, no English. So luckily, frozen pizzas are pretty easy to make, and all you really have to do is see the temperature. So we figured it out. So for those of you who are worried about language when going to a different country, I would say don't be. It's part of the fun of going and seeing a different culture. That's all for now. Bye.